This week on the Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's, we're kicking off the highly anticipated season number 2 from Sam Rayburn. Unseasonably warm temperatures had the bass moving shallow, but a series of strong cold fronts pushed them right back out, and anglers are struggling with the fish and the conditions. But somebody will figure them out. They always do.
This is a big sack, folks.
This week on the Texas Team Trail, presented by Cabela's. Welcome to Humphrey Pavilion on Sam Rayburn, and registration for event number 1 in the 2013 schedule of the Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's. We've got better than 200 teams on hand, ready to kick off season number 2 of one of the most competitive trails in amateur team fishing.
It's exciting. Last year was the first year, there was a lot of, people wondering and all, and now you can look at the line behind us. We're looking at 200 teams fishing tomorrow, so it's a big, it's a big jump,
A lot of people, I think, saw it and realized what they missed out on last year, but it was a good time. Very well done.
Now, the Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's has teamed up with the industry's top sponsors to present one of the best values in competitive fishing. Here's a quick look at the 2013 schedule. One of the most popular elements of the Texas Team Trail format are the numerous contingency options that pay out thousands of dollars at each event. We invite you to visit TexasTeamTrail.com for all the details. Back to Sam Rayburn. The biggest challenge the anglers face this week is Mother Nature. Looking at the Cabela's forecast, temperatures are expected to be in the mid-20s at takeoff, with winds to 20 miles an hour.
Cold front's going to be coming through.
The wind's going to be the big factor in this tournament right now, is just being able to stay out on the areas you're going to be able to fish.
The wind's blowing 15, 18 out of the northwest, and it couldn't get any worse on this pond.
It's a big lake. This is Luke, my team partner. My name's Gene Eisman. It's going to be windy tomorrow, so they're allowing us to trailer, so we're going to go tuck in a cove and make a day of it from there.
With angler safety being the #1 concern, tournament officials are allowing anglers to trailer and launch from one of the many ramps around the lake.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a safety precaution, and I think it's a good idea. When you got winds like this, and the rogue waves yesterday were incredible. We hit some 4.5 footers that nobody saw until you're on top of them.
At Safe Light, all 200-plus teams took off, thus beginning competition of the 2013 Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's. We'll start off coverage this morning with Gene and Luke Eisenman.
Wade made the right call to let us trailer today because it was rolling out there. This lake can get rolling. But for everyone's safety, we're able to trailer. So we ran up to Little Caney, make it easy on him. Instead of making him run across the lake, we're going to put our trolling motor down, stay in here, and try to catch some fish today. Weather's not as bad as they thought.
Dad, you got one? All right.
Young Luke sets the hook into the first fish of the day.
Whoa. Here, I'll help you. All right. That's what you're supposed to do. Let's measure him and see if he's 14 inches. I don't think so. A little short.
That one barely stretches out to 13 inches, just falling short of the 14-inch minimum, but it's early, and there's plenty of fishing time to go. Meanwhile, several teams are able to take advantage of the early bite, and despite the cold temps, Sam Rayburn is coming to life.
All I felt was a little peck, and whenever I come back to set the hook, it's just like a stump. I said, oh my goodness.
Tim Webb and Steve Francis are off to a good start this morning with 4 in their Ranger live well.
You need one more big bite. It's like crappie fishing. We got to make 1,000 casts to catch one. But if you make 10,000 casts, you at least get 10, Just keep throwing.
There's one.
Okay. Good job, buddy. All right.
That's 5.
That's a limit for Webb and Francis. Coming up, we'll continue coverage from the Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's. From Sam Rayburn. The Texas Team Trail is online at texasteamtrail.com. Check out the complete schedule, tournament results, and contingency programs, like the Cabela's Angler Cash. Just one of the many opportunities to take home a check from the next event. It's all there at texasteamtrail.com. Legendary quality. At Ranger, it's an unparalleled commitment to incredible strength. With the industry's only pull-truted transom, we don't rely on the upper deck to support the transom and motor. It's a difference so strong, we sliced off this rear deck to show its independence from the transom. From total performance to your peace of mind. Cut open the whole story at rangerstrong.com.
Introducing the most advanced, efficient predator on the water today. Triton's new XS series. Stalk your prey with hot new features like a solid-state fuseless stash with push-button start and support for 10-inch depth finders and new bow control with support for 8-inch depth finders. Prowl the deep with our most advanced drivability, maximum comfort, and an incredible hole shot. The new XS by Triton.
EVINRUDE E-TECH has been outperforming four-stroke engines for years. But what about the latest 150 four-strokes that claim to deliver two-stroke-like torque? See the proof for yourself. Get your free DVD now and watch how the two-stroke EVINRUDE E-TECH 150 outpulls and out-accelerates the four-stroke competition. See how it wins when it comes to maintenance, ease of winterization, and more. EVINRUDE E-TECH is the true champion. Go to EVINRUDE150challenge.com and get your free DVD now.
The distances aren't getting shorter. The trucks are going farther. The 2013 Ram 1500 with best-in-class fuel economy. Engineered to move heaven and earth. Guts, glory, Ram. The new Ram 1500. Motor Trend's 2013 Truck of the Year.
The Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's is brought to you by Cabela's. It's in your nature. By Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. And by Lucas Marine Products. It works. Welcome back to Sam Rayburn and event number 1 in the 2013 season. Now at mid-morning, the temperatures are still hovering in the low 40s and winds are blowing up to 18 miles per hour. Forcing anglers to seek calmer waters in the protected creeks and pockets. And that's where we'll pick up tournament coverage with Justin Cogburn and Donnie Burke.
We run across a brush pile over here yesterday. It had quite a few fish in it. Pulled back up on it today, and it looks like there's more fish in it today than there was yesterday, but that's a decent one. To start, if it'll warm up a few more degrees, I think it'll start turning on.
Cogburn and Burke have 3 in their Stratos live well, but with more than 6 hours left on the clock, nobody's pushing the panic button just yet. Moving on, action across the lake was picking up as both the water and the anglers warmed up. Russell Cecil and Todd Castledine finished 11th at this event last year. Conditions are a bit tougher today.
Cold. I'm real cold. He's real cold. I'm sort of cold. Windy.
Rough.
Rough.
Might be a beautiful afternoon though.
It feels better.
If we could fish to like 5:30 or 6, I'm still
think we'd
confident
catch
we
it.
could catch a winner.
Cecil and Castledine fished a stellar season in 2012, wrapping it up by winning the Lucas Oil Team of the Year title at the championship, despite encountering some difficulties on the final day.
We hit one of the mini hazards on the instead.
I think that was a residual from the hazard I hit at Lake of the Pines.
Yeah.
There's one. Got him?
Yeah.
A little bit
Yeah,
again.
just about. You want to get the nets?
Nah.
Will that even keep? That's going to keep. Awesome. We are right on track for our 8 pounds.
Ken Mumford and John Clark are fishing their second season on the Texas Team Trail, and with a small limit on board, they've moved in shallow, hoping to find a big female lurking in the submerged vegetation.
We fished 3 of the 4 tournaments last year. Love it, man. Love the format, the payout scale, the lakes that you guys fish. And I love this year that you switched it up and threw 2 different lakes so the guys don't get used to fishing the same lakes. So all we're doing is trying to be patient and wait for the right bite.
Both Mumford and Clark are veteran tournament anglers, honing their skills in various fishing trails and dealing with basic challenges that many anglers might overlook. This is where necessity becomes the mother of invention. And Mumford, working with other physically challenged anglers, made some modifications to enable him to safely utilize his wheelchair on board.
We fished another trail, a bass trail called the PVA Bass Tour. And it's for paralyzed veterans and people with disabilities. So a lot of us kind of got together to find a way where we could fish a little more comfortable instead of trying to fish out of one of the regular bass chairs. And we developed what they call a T-bar system that boats to the bottom of my chair and just goes over the regular pole that the regular seat goes on. And that allows me to be able to, swivel 360 all the way around on the boat. And also fish from a higher point where I can get a better hook set.
But we're not done yet. Coming up, we've got more tournament coverage from Sam Rayburn and the 2013 season of the Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's. The Texas Team Trail is on Facebook. Give us a look and a like, and we'll help you keep up to date on the latest tournament information and news. We'll also offer monthly contests where you'll have several opportunities to cash in on free gear from our sponsors. The Texas Team Trail Facebook page. Check it out.
Yes. How about that?
With a great history in drag racing, and now into the marine market, Lucas is proud to offer an ethanol treatment for a wide range of boat motors on the market today. Lucas Safeguard Ethanol Fuel Conditioner with stabilizers was developed to specifically address issues associated with using ethanol-based fuels. Increase your mileage and performance with Lucas Oil High Performance products. Learn more at lucasoil.com.
Loaded with features, it's no wonder the Stratos 176 XT quickly became the best-selling boat in its class. With greater stability, fishability, and storage, the 176 and 186 XT easily eclipse aluminum models. They also include a trailer and Yamaha 50 TLR outboard, all at prices starting at just $13,995. So why settle? At Stratos, the only surprise is the affordable price.
Unlock the power of HDS with your fingertips. The power to find a needle in a haystack. You will outsmart the fish. Get there first with confidence and always stay one step ahead of Mother Nature. Find, navigate, dominate with the new HDS Gen 2 Touch from Lowrance.
The Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's is brought to you in part by Stratos Boats. Step up or step back. And by Dodge Ram. Welcome back to Sam Rayburn. This is stop number 1 in the second season of the Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's. And if turnout is any indication of success, well, then the 2013 season is set up to be a good one.
It's a first-class operation. It's ran perfect. The anglers are all excited and enthused. They get to go out and fish for boats, and the payback is just unbelievable. I mean, it's something that draws anglers from all over the United States, not just Texas.
I think one of the key ingredients to our success, or to have this level of success, to fish 225 boats for our first event in the second year, has been the payout. A lot of other things have gone well, but when you can come in for a one-day event, pay a $250 entry fee, and fish for an 18-foot boat powered by a 150 EVINRUDE at every event guaranteed, plus the boat contingencies on top of it to go, if you win and you're Ranger Cup compliant as an example, you can get that boat bumped up to a 19-foot Ranger with a 225 horsepower EVINRUDE for first place, which is a wonderful value. We're paying contingencies all the way down 25% of the field, and the payouts are just as strong as they can be for an event like this.
Offering competitive payouts coupled with one of the strongest contingency opportunities in competitive fishing, the Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's invites you to check the schedules, talk to your friends, and learn more about us. We'd like to see you on the water.
We looked at last year's payouts, and the contingency payouts were just awesome. You know, there's not another circuit paying out like this is, and plus the contingencies. But there's not too many circuits out there that you could just be a, you know, regular fisherman and come on out here and get on TV. Golly. You know, just that in itself.
Well, it was tough fishing, but by throwing moving baits around submerged vegetation, Jay and Brian eked out a small limit.
Well, we pulled into this little pocket over here, and Jay about the third cast in there. He had one on, our first keeper, and then come out, and I caught the next two, or next three, and then he catches the last one to fill the limit. Now I can sit down because the backseater, he only has to catch a couple, I think, you know. So I can sit down and keep myself warm now.
Stephen Johnston and Dickie Newberry are back for another year on the Texas Team Trail.
You can say something, Dickie. Catch one. I'm not. God.
You said that.
They just.
You said it, and I had him. I bet that.
It's probably scary to know what's swimming around in here. A lot of these fish are just. These are all pre-spawn fish. They've just pulled up on these little points and just waiting to move right up to the edge of the bushes and the hay grass to spawn. And there's been a lot of good ones caught the last 2 weeks through here.
This lake has been on fire. We've been catching a lot of good fish. A lot of 20 and plus pound stringers. Grass up there.
Is it?
Time's running out on Sam Rayburn, and coming up, we'll wrap up our on-the-water coverage and head to weigh-in. The Ranger Cup, Triton Gold, and the Stratos 2x Award are just some of the ways anglers can pick up extra cash just for fishing the right gear. Visit TexasTeamTrail.com for the complete list of contingency options available.
C.A. Richardson here for Power Pole, where every shallow water anchor is designed and tested to be extremely quiet. How quiet? Let's take a look. Hey guys. Great work, guys.
Don't slam the door.
Power Pole, deadly silent to help you catch more fish.
If you want to activate the bass, you better have a hydro wave. We've got 6 different bait fish sounds. You run it at any volume, you can see them actually come up to the speaker of the hydro wave. You can watch them come up off the bottom.
When you're fishing deep, the hardest one to catch is always the first one. With the hydro wave, you get them going faster.
Hydro wave, I won't fish without it.
For years, they've quietly taken you where the fish are. But now the silence is about to break. With the incredible new iPilot Link, your Minn Kota and Humminbird can communicate with each other. So you can hold on a spot like an electronic anchor. Record and return to waypoints and paths. Follow any Lake Master depth contour and more. All automatically and all from your Humminbird or the Link remote. They talk and you'll be speechless.
Focused, driven, and engineered to excel. This is the all-new Ranger Z520C. From the total performance hull to a revolutionary interior design, it's our most advanced bass boat to date. Combined with EVINRUDE E-TEC's power, performance, and 300 hours with no dealer schedule maintenance, this is a level of leadership that's easy to see and hard to follow. Experience more with EVINRUDE.
This portion of the Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's is brought to you by Triton Boats. We take America fishing. And by EVINRUDE. Spend more time on the water. Welcome back to Sam Rayburn and the Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's. Well, the clock is ticking for the anglers, and for many of them, this is a welcome thought after a long, cold, windy day.
We're back in the creek again. We come down and fished yesterday for a little bit. We stayed in here all day. This is the only place we could go. We got out on the main part of the lake. We couldn't fish nothing that I'd looked at. We'd found a bunch of stuff on maps and everything. You couldn't fish none of it, couldn't get to it. So we kind of stuck to one spot. But from what I see, there's fish about anywhere. Yeah, that's a good fish.
With 4 in the live well, this could be number 5.
Maybe he'll make it. Yeah, number 5.
Number 5.
Now we can go for a big one now.
We've been going for a big one all day.
I'm gonna say we got about 12 pounds, maybe 12 and a half. Started off real good this morning. We caught 1 over 3 and 1 over 4. And then it slowed down. Pretty much stopped.
We caught them on a little bit of everything yesterday. Went back in one of the pockets where we caught most of the little males and caught a female, what, 4th or 5th cast?
Yep. Hopefully we can call one more time or 2 more times anyway. Looks like we got about 20 minutes to, actually we got 15 minutes to do our due. So that's where we're at for the day.
And with that, we'll wrap up on the water coverage and head back to the ramp and trailer back to weigh-in at Humphrey Pavilion. Final count on the day is 225 teams, or 450 anglers, on the very first event of the second season. Regular payout will pay to 34th place. That means a check for over $500 to number 34 on the leaderboard. And the various contingency programs guarantee a payout at this event all the way down to 56th place.
So you get the idea. These guys have a number of different ways to win today.
Looking at the highlights of the first weigh-in of the season, Gene and Luke Eisenman picked up a limit and a check, checking in at number 34 on the leaderboard.
16.87. You show him how to do it today?
Yes.
Despite the conditions, there were 14 limits weighing in over 20 pounds.
This is a team of Jake and Jeremy Weddell, is that correct? Weddell. Go ahead and set the entire bag in there. Try not to break our scales. This is a big sack, folks. Definitely going to be the new leader. Total weight coming up, 25.98 pounds. Come on up, man. Act like you're proud of these fish. I tell you what, let's get you on TV.
Jim and Bud Pruitt stepped up to the scales with a big limit.
This is going to be the total weight. It's going to put them way up there, 23.28.
And with that, the Pruitts will settle in at number 6. Danny Ives and Brian Shook sacked up 5 for nearly 24.5 pounds and a 5th place finish. And Grover Mansfield and Brandon Flowers stepped up to the scales with 5.
We've got Grover Mansfield and Brandon Flowers. Go ahead and set the entire bag in there. Go easy now. We don't want you to break the basket or the scales. All right. Look out, folks. We got I was going to say we had a 30-pound sack. 29.99. Oh, my goodness. Help me. We're going to have a new big bass leader as well. Okay.
Weighing in for the lead
I'll
in
add
the Big
bag
Bass
to
Award.
it. Look out. 11:46 on Big Bass. What's your personal best?
Just a little over 10.
And that's going to do it from Sam Rayburn and event number 1 of the 2013 Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's. Congratulations to Grover Mansfield and Brandon Flowers.
In addition to the boat, we've got $2,010. That's on the Angler Advantage, plus another $1,125 on Big Bass. Congratulations. Great job, guys. Look forward to seeing you at Ray Roberts.
And now we also have a leaderboard set for the prestigious Lucas Oil Team of the Year Award, which will crown a points leader later this fall at the championship on Falcon Lake. For information on the Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's, please visit texasteamtrail.com. Well, we've got 3 events to go. We hope to see you at one of them. And don't forget, the Texas Team Trail is also on Facebook. The Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's is a Careco TV production. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.